This is my family. Not this little one, he's not an additional, he's my nephew. That's my eldest son, Adam. He's doing computer studies at the moment and works part-time at IGA. This is my daughter. She left from Mackay yesterday to be a Year 3 teacher, which is nice. And this is my younger son, 6'2", Sam. He's 18, and he's off to the RAF in January.
Wow. There's one of the planes.
What's that?
There's
one of the planes. Yeah, that's right. Cargo carrier. Okay, what I do? Obviously, business insurance, including professional indemnity, public liability, construction, management liability, cyber, commercial, motor, trade credit, corporate travel, leisure travel, cargo transit, all the personal lines, home, motor, landlord, and many more. And we do, like, we come across a lot of stuff. You know, we've even done drones, planes, helicopters and stuff like that too. What I don't do, health, life, trauma, income protection, internal. If you need to that, this is the man over there, Glenn. Go and see Glenn from 2020. He's the guy you need to see. What I've done before, okay, as I said, we see a lot of stuff that just comes over our desk all the time, and a few years ago I did a contract works for a brand new roller coaster at Dreamworld. Now, I don't know if you know what the contract works is. It covers the cost of the build of the project. So a lot of builders have it. It covers like your liability. If someone gets hurt on the site. Covers, you know, like if a fire, you know, wrecks the project, or there's malicious damage, you know, theft of materials and stuff like that. For that risk, it was actually given to a couple of international brokers before. They had it for 2 months, and the client come to me and he said, "Mate, can you have a look at this? You've got 2 weeks. I've got to put the tender in 2 weeks." So I had to frankly ring around to all the Australian insurers that I deal with, and they couldn't do it. So I had to go direct through Lloyd's of London. If it was something like that, that contract works. Premium on that was $850,000 in excess to cover. So it was fair, and a large excess is like $100,000. So it's yeah, it was a fair bit to do, but yeah, it was good. It was good for the client. He got the contract, and off he went. Also to a company that supplies and contracts to the oil and gas industry. He supplies labour for project managers that oversee stuff like for Santos and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a fairly substantial business. I've done a 1955 Mercedes-Benz. Well, Mercedes-Benz, it was worth $7 million. Yeah, the client had to have every type of protection he on to keep it safe. And I also done an international company that manufactures and installs aircraft hangar doors. A lot of companies don't like doing anything, especially with airports and stuff like that. So yeah, so I ended up getting that placed as well. Why use a good broker? Okay, we're risk advisors first. You know, a lot of people think, oh yeah, it's all about the premium and stuff like that. Well, you know, you can pay your premium, and the policy will be worth nothing. You know, the company might have all these endorsements on there, and it might just, you know, you may as well go and play the pokies, because that's what it's worth, the policy. So at first, our instincts make sure you cover suitable for your assets and activities. We help you between insurer and you, so we act on your behalf, you know, and claims as well too. We negotiate a better deal where possible, particularly on commercial insurance products. We know and understand the behaviour of insurers and how they receive, especially in a local level area. We've got a claim at the moment. It was in Hunter Valley a couple of years ago. They had an earthquake. The insurer's been trying to get out of it, and they've had an engineer, the insurer, and we got 2 engineers. It started out, the insurer said, well, we'll only give you $100,000 just to say, there's a cash settlement. We've got that up to $5 million now. So,
wow, that's huge.
What do clients want from their insurance broker? Well, less jargon. Yeah, there's always a lot of jargon in insurance policies. We're here to help to give you to make it better for you. Less fine print, more understanding of their business, understanding decisive risk management advice. What clients want? Poor service, response times, unfair changes, complicated transactions, confusing decision making and poor advice. Well, I've seen a few out there that some policies where you just go, oh my God, who's done this? Like you just think it's been done by, like a backyard fella. Some of the stuff I see come through my desk is unbelievable. Anyway, things I see lately, I always harp on cyber. It's a daily occurrence. You have a look in, for instance, like the other day, IINet got hacked. Now it's 280,000 clients have got their data. Many bank private's been, Qantas has been hacked. So a lot of people think, oh yeah, well it won't happen to me. Well, if they can hack into Qantas, they can hack into anyone. So, and if you think your data's not on the dark web, well think again, because there's been so many people been hacked. So. Some of the markets, like particularly holiday accommodation type stuff, have been up and down. The traditional market, we normally have a market where we get our highs and lows with premiums, and it's been, normally you'll have high premiums for a few years, and next minute the insurers will go, well, we want a bit more of this stuff now, so we'll start lowering our premiums. So what's happening now is we're actually starting to see a little bit of this come through, especially commercial. Home and contents, no, it's never going to happen. The insurers are just losing too much money. There's actually this QBE now, it's starting to get out of the domestic market, so because they're just not making any money out of it. So, okay, this is a case study that happened. This is a cyber claim. This is an in-house caterer who contracts to the venue. Caterer went overseas to Ireland for a holiday. The caterer sends an email to the venue advising of a bank account change. The venue pays $25,000 to the new account. The hacker's been compromised in the email, both the venue and the caterer. The hacker has adjusted the email box settings, feeds and all that. Anyway, the venue wasn't notified that they, got the $25,000. So this is how easy it can happen. This is like a timber dealer. I harp on the emails because like the spam emails you get can be so, some of them are good. And all you got to do is click on a link and then that's it. I'll give you an example. I did a webinar yesterday, and the insurer had a live hack. So what it was, the customer came into the cafe, restaurant. There's a QR code. You've seen the QR codes on the tables and that. So the guy gets his phone out, clicks on the QR code. Next minute, the hacker's in your phone. It's got all your passwords, all your, you can see whatever you do. That's how easy it can happen.
But in these cases, it's also interesting that, how many times it was a new account and the person who got the email never picked up the phone to say, hey, I got this email from you, could you just
look,
verify?
yeah, and that happens, but some businesses are so busy, they just go, oh yeah, new account, and it's gone. I had a client that lost $120,000 and still didn't take out cyber. So,
So would cyber insurance cover that?
Yes.
That type of loss?
Pretty much.
What else does it cover though?
Look, you find, today, if you get hacked today, personal information, you have to notify ASIC. So it doesn't matter if your laptop's stolen, even your phone, if it's got personal information, someone else's personal information, well, you actually have to notify ASIC. And they're coming down hard on a few of these, bigger companies now. So it's as simple as that. But yeah, it covers like your fines and penalties. You know,
You got
obviously if you.
Tech
you-
specialists.
Yeah,
stuff like
tech
that.
specialist, yeah, as soon as you get hacked, they normally contact the insurer, and then they've got someone on it straight away, and they're 24 hours a day, so.
Yeah.
Just going back to Craig's, what they were talking about, people think by emails or a lot of people I'm going, experiencing going through it's where people have broken into someone's house and got some information or broken into someone's office. It's been a lot of secret,
Yeah,
phones
that's
that-
right.
So it's not only through the internet, it's through someone breaking into your taking some of your gear.
But it's just a daily occurrence now, a daily occurrence. Strategies to prevent cyber, well, obviously Jace there, he can tell you a fair bit about that, but.
What was the timber one?
The client paid bill to the new account, another similar to the other one, where email was compromised. Look, yeah, you normally get, what it is, the hacker will be looking at, a company, a certain company to see, their patterns, email patterns. So what happens then is that, this one that I had, the husband went overseas to China to get some new products. So the wife was, emailing back and forth, and he said, "Oh, look, I found this new product. So I need you to put some money into this account." And that's how easy it was.
It's like a phishing text that they send around, hi mum.
And the
Yeah.
email was
We've got a
exact.
different number. So
Yeah,
it's like-
and because they've been watching they've been watching the emails back and forth, especially with the husband and wife, and it just sounded like he went, bang, there you go, it's all, and they've lost the money, so.
The difference with where it was a couple of years ago and where we are now is that a lot of these emails and hackers didn't have English as a first language.
Mm.
With ChatGPT, they don't need to, but it's done.
No,
for the-
AI's come a long way
Yeah.
now, so they're just getting more and more sophisticated and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Not to mention, our kids spend 50 grand on a cyber degree, and you're in Russia and you're getting paid to learn.
Yeah,
this
correct,
stuff,
yeah,
you
that's
know?
right, and you're the Ukraine or whatever, in Africa.
And the state
they're just
sponsored
like-
and all sorts
yeah,
of other
yeah,
things going on.
yeah. And you don't just get hacked, like they're just constantly at you, constantly. Yeah, this is some strategies, obviously antivirus, two-factor authentication, all on your accounts. Look, I recommend a cyber policy. Look, they start at $800. It depends on what industry you're in, but look, I think it's a good thing to have, to be quite honest.
That's triple.
The annual premium's 800.
That's what they start at.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they start at, and it depends on what industry
That
you're in.
just
So yeah,
indicates the risk, doesn't it?
yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yeah, and look, the last thing you want to know, last thing you want to do is, you wake up in the morning, you've got nothing in your your bank account, stuff like that. So
Well, and also every employer, all of your employee details,
yes,
you have a legal obligation to protect
you
that.
do. That's right. That's correct. Okay, it's important takeaways. Insured name. So, okay, I've seen some insurers decline claims because there might have been a spelling mistake in the insured name. So you've got to be so careful to be precise on what you need to insure. Even when it comes, when I speak to people, I say, give me everything. Give me what all your companies that you have, because otherwise, if you don't, and look, Cooper will tell you, they don't discriminate on who they sue. So they'll just, if you're going to get sued, they'll sue any entity that's got insurance. So be squeaky clean with your disclosure. Yeah, make sure you're to disclose everything to an insurer that they need to know. If you've got subcontractors, we need to know obviously that, because a lot of subbies sometimes don't have insurance, and it all falls back on yourself. So, if you've got an accidental damage claim policy, they're worth it. They're so worth it. Yeah, look, just talk to your insurer or your broker on any changes that you have, because otherwise, you know, come claim time, there's always a fight with an insurer to say, yeah, well, I'm sorry, yeah, he's moved house, or yeah, they've moved office, or, you know, by the way, yeah, their emails have changed, or they've purchased something and it's not insured, so. Any questions?
Just curious on the cyber policy, does it come with a list of, red flags, I suppose, about, you know, things that won't, or that will disqualify the policy?
Look, as long as you've got some security, that's the main thing. Some insurers, what they'll do is if you've got a website, they'll look at your website and they'll tell you. So they'll know what security you've pretty much got, and they'll say, yeah, we'll give you this, but you need to go back to the insurer and say, look, you need to do these as well. So.
Any other questions?
Andy, have you
Yes.
ever insured a body part? You know how like.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
influencers do
no,
their-
I've had a couple of mates in London have, yeah, they've done a few actors and actresses and stuff, so yeah.
Beyonce's legs are worth $1 million in Australia.
Yeah, they would be too. That'd be fine.